the Lord who is to come, great and mighty in power. He who brings his judgment to light. He who guards the path of justice. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. You display your awesome power against me. God has spoken. That power belongs to God. The Lord has promised that he himself will be a wall of fire around the city to protect it, and that he will live there in all his glory. What is impossible with man is possible with God. When he cries out to me, I will answer him, because I am merciful. The Lord your God is supreme over all gods and over all powers. He will not abandon his people on account of his great name. Obey the Lord your God, and all these blessings will be yours. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. The Lord kept every one of the promises that he had made to the people. Love the Lord your God, do his will, obey his commandments, be faithful to him, and serve him with all your heart and soul. God is victorious in battle, and he will put all of you in our power. The Lord rewards those who are faithful and righteous. I have come into the world as a light, so that no one who believes in me should stay in darkness. You took our infirmities and bore our sickness. The strength of my salvation. O God, to you belong all nations. He who upholds all things by the word of his power. He who keeps me as an apple of an eye. You are my shade at my right hand. The Lord who fights for me. The great and awesome God. God, with no partiality. Lord who is slow to anger. One who crushed Satan's head. God who always lead us on triumph in Christ. The great King above all gods. Lord, you are greater than all gods. Lord, you are above all gods. He who gives us power to get wealth. The Lord who raises up all those who are bowed down. He who heals the broken-hearted and binds up their wounds. He who hears the cry of the afflicted. Lord, you will save the humble people, and you will bring down haughty looks. There is none like you, O Lord, to help both the mighty and the weak. You have been a strength to the needy in his distress. Lord, you set the poor on high far from affliction. Lord, who lifts the needy out of the dust. Lord, you will regard the prayer of the destitute and will not despise their supplication. Do not be afraid, you will not suffer shame. The Lord watches over the strangers. Though he falls, he shall not be utterly cast down. For Lord, you uphold him with your right hand. The Lord who weighs the heart. God who tests the heart and mind. The Lord guards all the bones of the righteous, not one of them will be broken. The Lord who upholds the righteous. The Lord shall help the righteous and deliver them. The righteous will flourish like a palm tree. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. He who redeems your life from the pit. The Lord who loves the righteous. Lord, you are with the good. The Lord who knows the days of the upright. No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly. The Lord who lifts the humble. To the humble, Lord, you teach your way. The faithful God who keeps covenant and mercy for 1,000 generations. Lord, you are my shield, my glory, and the one who lifts up my head. He who sets me on high places. Lord, you are my support. You will light my lamp and will enlighten my darkness. Lord, you have heard the voice of my supplication. Lord, you have heard the voice of my weeping. Lord, you have delivered my feet from falling. Lord, you have enlarged my path under me, that my feet did not slip. God who makes my way perfect, I will grant peace. You have delivered me out of all trouble. You have subdued under me those who rose against me. Your greatness has made me great. You shall keep me secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. The Lord who says, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay." Lord, you will not slack with him who hates you, but will repay him to his face. Lord, your commandments make me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. The works of his hands are truth and justice. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. I will save you from the hands of the wicked. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. From this day on I will bless you. I will make you like my signet ring. I will give you every place where you set your foot. I am with you, to deliver you and to save you. Be still and know that I am your God. He who abides in me, and I in him, he bears much fruit. I will make you into a threshing sledge, new and sharp. I will make rivers flow on barren heights. The prayer offered in faith will make the sick person well. The Lord will raise him up. If he has sinned, he will be forgiven. He who has the Son of God has life, and he who does not have the Son of God does not have life. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. He who sows sparingly shall also reap sparingly, and he who sows bountifully shall also reap bountifully. The wicked man flees though no one pursues. Faith comes from hearing, and hearing by the word of Christ. Behold, I will pour out my Spirit upon you. He will give you another Comforter, the Spirit of truth. When the Spirit of truth comes, he will guide you into all truth.